Hi peeps, I'm here to answer a question that one of you actually asked in person this week at the shop that I thought would be something a lot of you have probably thought to yourselves or wanted to ask. Should I be misting my plants? And as a business who sells multiple different types of misting bottles, this is probably gonna surprise you. In most cases, no. So let's start with why you might be misting your plants. You probably wanna mist your plants because you feel like it's doing good for them. You feel like you're giving them some moisture, they're absorbing something through their leaves, or you're raising the humidity. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the humidity increase you get from misting your plants is nominal and very short term. So there isn't much of a benefit to spraying your plants for humidity and for nutrients. They absorb most of their nutrients through their roots. They can absorb some through their foliage, but water, in fact, is not a nutrient. What you are possibly doing though, is potentially exposing your plant to mildew or additional pests that may thrive on that really kind of wet leaf. Now, with that said, there are some times you do want to mist your plants. So I'll give you 3 times I think it is worth misting your plants. And the first being, if you are working with an open or closed terrarium, you may opt for one of these little small glass misters where you can just get in and kind of spray the leaves or spray into the actual terrarium and make sure your plant gets that humidity and moisture it needs, but you don't want to use something that'll put too much moisture. If it's a closed terrarium and you're opening it after 6 months, you really don't want too much moisture. So, 2 or 3 little sprays of this should be more than enough. Reason number 2 you may want to mist your leaves is if you're working with an air plant. So Tillandsia, they actually do absorb moisture through their leaves. I recommend soaking them. We have a whole video here on Instagram on how to water your air plants, and in that video I show you how to soak them because I think it's more it's a better use of your time to do that and do that every 2 weeks or so instead of misting them every day. But if you feel like misting them every day is a nice little act for you, it's a moment of peace, who am I to take that away from you? And the last time you'll probably want to mist the leaves on your plant is if you're using a leaf cleaning solution or a pest treatment that is meant to be left on the leaves. So if you're using something to treat spider mites, if you're using Reset Leaf as an example with our ultrafine mist bottle and you're spraying down the foliage, you want to let it sit before wiping it off, or you want to leave it on as a pest preventative. Was that helpful? I hope that was helpful. Please let us know in the comments. Have you been misting your plants? Has this changed your mind about misting your plants? I want to hear from you. All right, thanks.